Shed on the promised land. Take scraps. Those not working should donate their saved scraps. Relations worsen with wanderers. We've got a workforce at the top here. What else have we got here? Population decreased by cold. Workforce absent, general sick. You got scraps, plus 21 income for the week. Prefabs. Heat surplus 80. So do we just like now extend our territory?
Yeah.
So it takes about 300 of the workforce. I didn't see if it took any scraps. Yeah, it takes about 30 scraps. You can adjust your requirements as well. So how many workers it needs and how much oil it will produce.
Oh, that's
And you got emergency shifts. Production will be increased. You can demolish it and then you get some of your stuff back. Registered as sick. Okay, so we can't do the food district. The food district has got to obviously be done over the leaf.
yeah. So you can go just across the dreadnought, or you can go down the hill there as well.
Okay, shoot.
the thick as many extraction places as you can.
Well, I've got it on the one mineral here. To get free prefabs, and then there's another one. What is this one? That's resource materials. Just don't want to overburden my guys. Maybe I'm being too conservative. Orders to heat. He froze to death. What the flip?
Yeah, so not kids.
Food district. Well, 2 housing districts, okay, so kind of done that. So you gotta huddle the camps closer together so that they don't freeze. That's interesting. Makes sense though. Now I'm gonna do a food district. Another food district. Stockpiling hub. Where do you put the stockpiling hub? You're gonna put it obviously next to the food thing as well.
Right. If you don't do the seal colony, like you have to either slaughter the seals or
prepare for the whiteout. We secured our immediate survival. Now we have to stockpile as much food as we can before the whiteout forces us to take shelter. To do that, we need to produce more food than our demand. Okay.
you're faced with a decision of slaughtering seals or letting the elders go into the frost to die.
Sure. So what did you choose?
I'm still deciding. The other option is don't resort to extremes or gather enough food in time. You need to get 40,000 food. Just under 7,000. Thanks, elders. Why can't I press one?
Have you got enough resources?
I don't know.
Should have. It's not very expensive to break.
What
But
does
you
it
have to
take?
you have to wait for it to break. If you haven't broken that area, obviously you can't break. It takes like 300 workers and like 30 scrap.
No enough workers. How do I get more workers?
Jeez, how many workers are you using? Got 492 available.
137. We've got 2 additional extraction districts going.
I need more prefab. Let's see, this is materials. Prefab's far out there.
Yeah, there's so many decisions to make.
Against the elements, squatter. Each day the wind grows fiercer, relentlessly beats against our buildings, weakening our structures gust by gust. Without raw materials to repair the damage, our districts will deteriorate. The more we build, the more materials we'll need. This is the world we know. Promise to gather more materials. Don't address us right now. So we'll use them to shore up our districts. We must move quickly or some districts will be disabled. Relations marginally improve with wanderers. All that matters right now is gathering enough food. Relations slightly worsen wanderers. Okay, well, we can now gather materials that will build an extraction district for a maintenance wagon.
What do you do for sick people? I've got 60 people sick.
Nothing at the moment. We'll need to build a medic thing eventually.
How do I get more?
You click on the generator and then you can, mine's on overdrive. Oopsie, I'll turn it down. My heat is plenty though.
No, well, that's the demand is red. So if you're not
Oh,
supplying to meet the demand, then you're not generating enough.
check it out. That even the overdrive doesn't do anything. But I'm assuming it'll tell you what to do soon. Phenol kill 42 gardener. Pouring sand in his hands. We've been here so many times, the soil is depleting. A couple more and there will be no point erecting the hothouses. There'll be nothing to grow food on, and the yield is so low. Either we pull emergency shifts or tighten our belts, otherwise there might not be enough for everyone. We might not be able to fill stockpiles without exceptional measures, considering asking the wanderer to tighten belts or install emergency shifts in food districts. Okay. Let's do that. Emergency shifts. Double shift disease increases. That's exciting. Jeez, I mean, mine's only in 41 weeks. Into the black, burying the dead. We mourn those who have recently passed. As is our custom, we take them to the oil pits. We gently lower their bodies into the thick darkness, the fuel that keeps us warm, and life likewise preserves us in death. But death also erodes trust in our leaders. Without trust, there is no future. Trust and relations fall every time people die. The world trust tolerated, support decreased by neutral wanderers, 100% of city. Seven of the workforce left. Good work, enough materials. We are now gathering enough materials to maintain our district. Time to focus on stockpiling food for the whiteout. Relations improve, causing trust to rise. Nice. That looks good. Trey Klighorn, 62, seamstress. So others may live. My knees ache and my fingers are so stiff I can't hold the needle anymore. I've lived a full life. It warms my heart to see little Betty and Jacob play by the evening fire, and maybe this is it. I've talked with the other elders. If it comes to it, we will go. I won't let my grandchildren starve. Some people are ready to sacrifice themselves to lower the food required. That's intense, yo. Well, I've got 2,940 people, only 377 of them are employed as a 1,530, so 1,800 workers, 1,900. What did that be with the other 1,000? Are they kids? Old people? Who knows?
Are you talking to me or
Just generally commenting. You're welcome to comment back. We'll be streaming live to our peoples. Instruction. Let's see. Now I'm on 10,000 food with 34 weeks to go. A mysterious symbol, the captain's legacy. One of our frost-breaking crews uncovered the frozen remains of a man in a tattered uniform. His shoulder patch reads New London Scouts, 3rd Platoon, and he bears an obscure insignia. Some of our elders claim it belongs to a military organization, while others argue it has a religious significance. Maybe you have heard of this New London before and can settle their debate. It symbolizes order. New London is a city of discipline that follows strong leadership and where militant squads keep the peace. This will create a continuity in which New London has embraced order to survive. It symbolizes faith. New London is a city of devotion that establishes a new religion and follows the guidance of a zealous clergy. This will create a continuity in which New London has embraced faith to survive. I don't recognize this symbol. New London's history is shrouded in mystery. This will create a continuity in which New London has leaned in either order or faith to survive. Oh shucks, which one did you select?
the faith one?
Yeah, let's do that one. Lack of prefabs, no resources for further construction. We don't have enough prefabricated components, making further construction impossible. There may be some prefabs left in one of the construction wagons. If not, we can try to salvage prefabs by demolishing one of the existing districts or hubs. Obtain more prefabs or building an extraction district on the construction wagon, or demolishing districts or hubs. So this extraction is already finished. Interesting. No access to resource deposit. Let's see. Mr. Fincham is an elder, shocked at the sight of seals. Seals, I can't believe my eyes. I haven't seen them since the Great Frost. How did they survive? There's enough meat there to feed everybody we have saved, but should we slay them if the Lord spared them from the end of the world too? The seal colony can supplement our food production. Did you build to that food hub, or?
Yeah, I did. I did all those food things on
Oh,
top
that
of
is to
there.
do the seal colony. Okay. Now workforce is too low, 30 scraps. The whiteout draws near, a sacrifice. People in the camp are getting tense. They're worried we won't gather enough food in time. Our hunters blame us for ignoring the seal colony and claim they would have been able to provide enough food for everyone. It's too late for that now. Many elders have volunteered to walk into the Frostland rather than be burdened on our resources. Their sacrifice would significantly reduce the rations we need for the whiteout. What should we do? Should we save the elders or let them go?
I let them go.
Oh, I think their time has come. Farewell, elders. We salute you for your sacrifice. So the last 18 weeks, the last 141 weeks, 131 weeks, this is 45 weeks. Where do we see our demand of food? The top there, available. Surplus. It's 157 per day. What does that work out to be? It will be filled in 2 weeks, which is 25, but you need to now build another stockpile. Mr. Fincham's son. With a daughter. Trainee seamstress and has a daughter. Granny's gone for a long walk. She says I'll see her again one day, but not for a long time. She told me lots of great stories, Granny did. About blue skies and sun so hot you could go out without clothes. About a thing called the sea, like a big tub of water which Granny once sailed across on a wooden dreadnought to visit friends who spoke funny words about how it got cold. Who will tell me stories now? The elder sacrifice has greatly reduced the amount of food required for our survival. Great stuff. Let's create a save there. Food secured. We did it. We secured enough food to survive the incoming whiteout. Our workers will make some last minute preparations before the storm arrives. We should try and keep our people warm for this time. We will survive. Now we wait. That's exciting. I guess you can't build anything either. Oh, now we can. Did you build, building more houses, did it help?
For what?
More workers.
No, yeah, I just reduced the number of workers in a building.
Okay.
I'm on the next part already.
Our people are freezing. Incoming cold crisis. Provide heat and shelter. Cold to minor cold. Extract enough oil to satisfy heat demand. How did you increase your heat?
I don't know. I don't know how you've made it so far without having the whites out yet.
Well, it's 13 weeks is only arriving.
Because as soon as I got enough food, then I don't know if it's because I sped up my game a lot or not. So literally as soon as I got food, it was done.
to minor cold. How do you... I don't get how you do that. Effect. Oh, the temperature is about to decrease some more. Disease weakens our workforce. Absenteeism, the harsh conditions in the camp take their toll on the people. Disease spreads. More and more of our workers are unable to work. Yeah. I see. I wonder, was I supposed to build around the generator rather than anything else? The temperature seems to be the same. Or is it? Workers suffer from exposure. Cold remains a problem, though. Work teams are furious that you have failed to address their concerns. Most are now suffering from frostbite and lose faith in your leadership and the community in general. When the whiteout hit the camp, the wanderers were ready. At least those who remained were. They huddled together while howling winds buffeted the rusted hull. With the colony of seals to hunt responsibly for years to come, the wanderers feel confident about their future. No trace was ever found of those who volunteered to walk into the frost. Some say they walked straight across the snow through the gates of paradise. The wanderers emerged shaken but determined to continue their journey. They prayed for the day the whiteouts stop. The storms are fewer and further between. Maybe one day their prayer will be answered. We survived. We survived the end of the world. Now what?
No, it's gonna go to the next level.
That's a good question. Coal is running out. The captain is dead as he weakened growing divisions. Brought city maintenance to a grinding halt. Now New London is left to suffer the consequences. As steward, it is your charge to lead, but you must prove yourself. The overcrowded city's lone resources, Use this warmer year to build more shelters, secure coal, and power the generator back on. Let's get to work. Let's construct. Let's get going. Where's the core? Frozen forest. Where's the coal seam? It's food. Food looks like some provided animal material as well. Okay, that's cool. Let's do a food district. Let's extract some materials. That's cool. So sheltered from the wind, it actually increases the heat. That's nifty. Let's build a bit of a housing district. That's cool. Please, if you turn the generator on, you just still disabled. So, generator. Still not good. Still haven't extracted fuel yet. That will help. Extract. Oh, that's cool. Set up a little pathway. The machineries get going. That's so cool. Probably do some more food. Generated on scraping the barrel. Good work, Stuart. We have secured a new coal deposit. It's part of the last vein in New London. There are still some deposits left, but they won't last for long. We'll need to improve our mining to use it efficiently, but our cities communities are voicing different ideas about how to do it. We need to decide whose ideas are worth pursuing. That's cool.
appreciates all your adoring letters and will answer personally in due time.
Hey, Bubba, it's me.
Say again?
Said it's super different to the first one.
Yeah, Research Institute. Let's see, do we need a hub to stockpile? Heating hub, there we go. So this is fine for now. One needs a new heater. Short of heat stamps. He can vote on new laws. The council gathers.
Are you listening?
People gather on the generator tower as it wakes with a thundering shudder and bestows heat on us yet again. This is the heat of the city. Our last line of defense against the cold, our first hope for a future, any future. Steward, there's a couple who says their first child, a daughter, was born at the exact moment the generator sprang to life again. They called her Lily May. They asked that you bless her. You gave us hope back. Thanks to you, our child may yet have a future ahead of her. People are hopeful. Very well, Lily May. May your life be warm and winds spare your path.
Steward! We are calling you, Steward.
First council session. The city decides. Anticipation fills the airs as the council opens. The captain ruled with a firm hand for years. But those times died with him. Now the communities of the city want their say. The Faith Keepers are the only organized faction and have a strong opinion on everything. They are devoted to what they claim was the last captain's vision, a godly society built on progress, equality and tradition. The New Londoners and Frostlanders clash over our survival strategy, and though neither has a firm stance on economic or social issues, Then there are those who view the Faith Keepers with a contempt for the role in the new London's history, but they keep to the shadows for now. So depending on how handled the coal crisis. In the council in the future, you will be able to propose new laws to vote upon. For now, a special vote needs to happen. The communities of New London have to accept you as their leader. Be careful, if you fail, this will be the end of your rule. That's fun. Should the steward remain in power, if this vote fails, the delegates will immediately remove you from office. What? Well, I guess more for than against, yeah? Vote for confidence. Come on!
The votes are in. The measure passes.
Say again?
Do negotiations first.
No,
Each faction.
pause the vote.
Alright, but you can negotiate before you vote and promise each faction a specific law.
Oh, no,
And
I
then it
just
increases
told
their-
them there was vote. And it passed. 56 for 51. It was pretty close.
Voted in at like 91%.
Oh, nice. Except I didn't have to
People
promise anybody
of the
anything,
city,
so I don't know if it's a good thing.
Your council has voted.
We're gonna plant online all the time.
Yeah. Central District. Expand the housing. All the Resets Institute. Still lacking on the heat side. And the workforce.
Yeah, I know, with all doors open. Inside with new Londoners and Faith Keepers, or do I want to annoy the Frostlands?
Do not be alarmed by any unusual
Annoy the
noises
Frostlanders?
coming from the generator. Routine maintenance work is
What is going to
underway.
work best for you? Yeah, that would make sense. Extraction. So where did you build a research institute in the housing?
My sister's abandoned housing, so it's staying there.
But I need more heat. Is your heat and demand correct? Oh, it's almost there. Okay. Mrs. Grace, the priestess, such relief to have you back on. The generator is revered and beloved by the faith keepers as called. Our holy generator, provide and sustain our light, our heart, our shining beacon. Hear our prayer. Make us instruments of your light, that we might fill the hearts of our flock with your radiance, and forever fight against the cold of the frost. May you forever warm our path. Sweet. Research an idea for a new coal mine. Let's see. There we go. Nice. Like in the old one. Yeah, there is a scout camp. If you look in the top here, there's a scout thing here. It's the old way station. Okay. No, not yet. I haven't got enough coal either. I'm basically breaking even. I need to research an idea for a new coal. Research institute constructed. Different ideas. Communities of New London. A small crowd gathers outside the new research institute, arguing about how to exploit the last coal veins. The faith keepers and New Londoners want us to lean on machine-powered mining, but the Frostlanders would have us pursue a more frugal solution. They would never display such discord under the captain's rule. You have to choose who to entrust with developing the idea. The new communities and New Londoners have different perspectives. You may not be able to please everyone. Show me your options and decide later. Let's see. Idea tree. We need new ideas to move forward. However, different communities may propose diverging answers to the same issue. They will only pursue solutions that align with their worldview. Choosing a community to develop an idea will improve your relations with that community. Okay, not enough heat stones. Not enough heat stones. Coal. Dust coal. How can we mine more coal? So I need to now reduce my coal consumption somehow. Emergency shift. Let's see if that'll put out enough. Ooh, I didn't want to rush it. I haven't even selected research. So where do you go to actually select the research? Oh, there you go. coal mines. No one else shares this idea. Faith keepers agree with this idea, and New Londoners agree with this idea. Favorable, neutral, 12% of the city. Neutral 43. So there's different coal outputs and workforce requirements. Diseases increased, squalors increased. Not really in favor of disease. Squalor increases disease, slows population growth, and wears down the districts. That's not great. Less people to be able to work. You choose disease. I feel like the neutral one is the better one to go for.
Broken down and is blocking traffic. Technicians are on their way.
He's got this road to nowhere. He's got this road to nowhere. Goes off this cliff here. Mrs. Miller. Oh, Miss Miller, she's a child. Cynthia's pa went and got her governess like she's gonna be a duchess or something. Not on our watch, we roughed up a little bit, alright. Ferguson's boys will learn this too. If they try and wife us again tonight, we'll pull razors and say that we'll cut out our eyes. It'll be good fun. What we want is a proper rumble. Short blades only. Come on, who wants to play? The lack of law regulating childhood is causing tension to rise throughout the city. That's exciting. Building proposed by the Frostlanders. Coal shaft. So I think the idea is now researched, right? The one already researched. So what is next? Construct the newly researched building. Maybe we should just research something else. House insulation, let's do that. There's no real difference between doing asbestos lining depending whoever you follow. Let's do it. Okay, I need 400 workforce. Dust mine extraction. How do you increase your workers?
Please give the right of way to frost breaking teams in transit.
Fuel for the future. A lack of common rules among our people can lead to trouble, but as our council debates the future of the city, all are concerned about the day our last scroll deposits run out. We must explore the Frostlands for more sources of fuel, or else the city will have no future at all. We must find more fuel. Build the logistics district on the old way station. Find a permanent source of fuel outside the city. That'd be great to add more workers. No one else shares this idea. Interesting. Does that mean you can't afford it anymore? What did you build next? The heat dispatcher or food energy efficiency? I kind of feel I should go for the coal because the coal output would be much more. So this needs more workers, but produces a little bit less coal, but then the squatter is not increased. Workers is a bit of a short commodity. Let's do that one rather than. Propose a law. Survival. City. Sure. That is hectic.
Research this to regulate childhood then. Pass any law in the childhood category. How do I get to childhood?
Yeah, family, childhood.
Where's family?
under society.
Wait, how did you get there?
Push C, console. You probably got something busy at the moment, hey?
Like looking at your SSH tree.
No, the console.
Yeah, but like,
And
my
then
console's
yeah, because you've selected something, so they're obviously busy on
no,
something.
but I mean, I guess this you do things here.
That's different. That's researching. So it's different from the laws. That's your tech tree. Sure. There's so much here. Wondering if I shouldn't do garden forces. The stewards may deploy squads of well-trained, well-equipped guards to put down disruptions and otherwise keep the peace. I don't know how necessary that is. Crime is increased. Sure.
Yeah, there's so many ethical dilemma questions in this double. Do I desecrate the caves and people thrown in the oil thing, or do I respect the dead and have less oil?
How much oil? How badly do you need the oil?
Well, this has to become your city's fuel source when the coal runs out, so I'm assuming if we want to grow, we need all the oil we can get. So I guess I will remove the bodies.
Let's see.
The votes are
Yeah.
in. The measure passes.
That's so close. Paid essentials enacted.
People of the city, your council has voted. The
18 died, 27 got injured during emergency shifts in London.
This week only.
How do I turn this off? That was crazy.
Steward.
Feral children, no common rules.
You're gonna help me.
What do you need help with? I've got
Pop built stuff to extract pretty fast, and then I don't have
same problem. I've got feral children problem. Stewart, 5 children are dead and dozens lay wounded after 2 large youth gangs met for what they called a rumble. Most of our children were armed with knives. The fighting escalated to a full-scale battle as the parents of the deceased mourn. Many insist these children should not have been left unattended. Indeed, many backstreet alleys seem to be overtaken by uncared for youth. Some areas in the beginning are dangerous even for adults. Dismiss the problem. Commit to resolving the issue. These children of our future and they must be attended family apprentices, mandatory school. They have 30 weeks to pass either of them. Yes, we can look at doing that. I have no concept of time in this game at the moment, so we'll have to wait and see. 5 children die at the moment. Dispatcher. Heat dispatcher. You can distribute the heat more efficiently.
Save
increased.
your life.
Yo, wow, more people live among us, that's awesome. Got a whole bunch more workers now. Let's basically increase the food again, so we can have more of a surplus of food. So, yeah, running short there. Oh, good. Smash them, baby. Mandatory school, family apprenticeship.
I don't get how to do this thing.
Let's select that one. Which thing?
The eyes have it!
you can just select there and then it's... is it a path? We need to go somewhere. So can't you just connect along those? Yeah. To be connected just to there. 64 voted for. Nice. Childhood law is regulated to keep your promise and avoid unnecessary chaos. That's good. The city grows, population growth. New continent revealed significant growth in population in recent weeks. Some attribute to the rise in the influx of settlers in the Frostland, others to birds outnumbering deaths. That's awesome. Call left around New London, opens every week, 3 weeks at the current rate. Is my call actually run out? I guess so. I did, yeah. I see, find a permanent source of fuel outside the city. Housewife worried about her son looking for a culprit. Little Joey's been coughing all night. His forehead's as hot as a generator. It's them Turners, I know it's them. They got that new flu. And here they are, strolling about the neighborhood, carrying on with their business. They're killing people, that's what they're doing. Oh Lord Almighty, I can't stand to lose another child. Someone's got to get through to them. The lack of law regulating contagion prevention is causing tension to rise in my city. Oh no. It's no good. So which one did you explore first? Frozen Bay or Foothills? Is that where the Dreadnought is? Did you find the oil? Okay. So we explore. Makeshift shelters, overpopulation dwindling, fuel resources force residents of the new land to take refuge in the temporary shelters. Sure. Whole bunch more people, that's exciting.
Logistic district operational. First expedition in
There's my
search
food.
for fuel will be launching shortly.
Let's see, gonna get this food going. Hopefully that actually brings in enough. So our food supplies are gonna be a problem soon. Our stockpile is pretty intense. Almost 50,000, that's nice. Let's see, the door closes first, the first crack. Steward, the Faith Keepers have begun their monthly processions, visiting each door in the city as a symbol of the Captain's presence alive in every home. However, a select group of Frostlanders refuse to leave their doors open. We aren't getting in their way. We just don't want strangers barging into our homes, one says. We are all one flock under his wing, urged the priest. How can we be united if one of us steps away? What should we do? Support all doors open, stop the procession. We... Yeah, that's an intense one. Let's take that one. Support the current people. That food has helped us a lot.
Don't shield your apprentice from the dangerous aspects of your job. This is how they learn.
41%, so that's still busy. Okay. Let's see, can we build this other coal? Generations. New buildings proposed. Deposits run low, control calls running last. Some of the coal deposits in this district will soon run out. The Faith Keepers and the New Londoners believe they can use explosives to access deeper veins of coal. The Frostlanders say we should send children for missed ore in the tighter tunnels. Some did this as kids themselves in the abandoned mine outpost, and they survived unscathed. Should we support any of these ideas to extend the deposit to lay explosives? Available coal deposits will increase 15%, it'll increase 10%. That's such a tough one. If you send the children in, you get more coal. Let's rather go with the explosives. Advanced blasted mine. I still need a core. I don't have any cores. Let's see. Going to be wrapping up the stream soon. This is quite an awesome first time with Frostpunk 2. Very different from the first one. It's the council laws. We voted on the crime, funerals, society. I wonder if I should go to these enforcers. Let's propose it. Let's vote. Nice.
The eyes have it.
Control.
A law has passed in the council.
Heat demand is increased. That's not great.
Stupid.
Fire in the shaft, coal is running out. Fire is broken out in the coal mine. If you don't react, we'll lose the mine along with the deposit. That is crazy. Some of the faith keepers engaged in the rescue effort insist we can still save the mine by cutting off the air supply to the shaft and suffocate the flames. But some miners are still making their way out. It'll suffocate them too. Humanity is worth more than a single coal mine. Miners will be saved, their coal destroyed. The district coal will reduce by 50%. That's crazy. Sorry guys.
Will be held this evening
But that was a tough
to
one.
honor those who gave their lives in the mine.
96 miners suffocated. That is fantastic. Let's see the new land that we're gonna get now. Where is the bay? Yeah, there's a cavern near the bay I found. A disturbing sight, bodies in sturdy frostland gear neatly laid side by side and left to freeze with black oil, markings over their closed eyes and a ghastly burial ritual. A map we found suggests they were heading to an old machine somewhere by the desolate coast. A machine would require a source of fuel. I should investigate. That sounds great. Launch exploration. Nice. Rave 132 Scout, daring to dream. We have a council, but will anything actually change? For years the Faith Keepers have just had their way, but if this is a chance to block some of their idiotic ideas, we could show the city reason, convince them to adapt to the frost, to embrace this new ice age and tear ourselves away from our addiction to the generator. I'll speak with the others tonight. Those who disagree with the Faith Keepers' views gather and discuss how they can change the city. A new voice. Evolvers. Okay, that's fun. Now the fourth faction. So 543, the Frostlanders have organized in a faction. The Evolvers prize cold rationality, personal achievement and adaptation to the frost by any means necessary. They dislike family apprenticeship. What the flip? And that's the kind of thing I'm supposed to be going towards, isn't it? They seek to pass community service, contagion prevention and childhood mandatory school. Unlock train workers, community action. The Evolvers will train workers to drastically increase production. That'll be cool. So the white audio has proved we cannot rely on machines. We must improve until we have the strength to survive anything. Nice. Card link failure breeds weakness. Interesting. Okay. How much coal is left here? There's still quite a bit. Let's build that advanced coal. Need more materials. I only need one core, so that's not going to work anyway until I've got another core. Take it. Okay. Yeah, we'll continue this again soon. Thanks for joining us. That was a very great fun look at Frostpunk 2. Really looking interesting and enjoyable. Hope you guys have an awesome week. We'll see you again soon.